Welcome back. Young artists will gather in one spot this weekend to connect and exchange ideas. It's all part of a nonprofit called True Chicago. The group is hosting its annual conference about creativity and collaboration. Joining me now from True Chicago is David Johnson, who started True Chicago back in 2017. David, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you. So tell me a little bit about True Chicago before we get into more specifics about the conference this weekend.
Yeah, we started it in 2017, really with the mindset of creating a space for young creatives here in Chicago to really take their next step and figure out the opportunities and really to get a chance to use their talent for their purpose.
Mm-hmm. How important do you think it is for artists to have a community around them? Because I think of a lot of art as being done sort of in a solo way. Like I mean, I do a lot of writing, but I'm always by myself.
Yeah.
But I do think community is so important to put your art out into the world. So how important do you think it is?
Yeah, I think it really gives a chance for you to activate your full self when you get to work in community. You realize that you're not the only one on the path or trajectory. I think the interesting thing for artists is there's not always a linear path.
Yeah.
It's not always 1 + 2 = 3.
Right.
Sometimes you have to take a path less traveled. That's a little bit of my story, and I wanted to make a space for people who had similar stories.
Yeah, a path less traveled. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I think a lot of times, especially even in moments like we're in right now, young people in places like Chicago feel like there isn't space for them to express their calling, to even find their calling. And a lot of times it isn't a poverty of resources, it's a poverty of opportunities.
That's an interesting way of putting that. Let's talk a little bit about the conference tomorrow, because there are tickets still available. People can still get involved.
Absolutely.
From 10 to 5 tomorrow at Columbia College. What are the kinds of, who are the kinds of people that people can hear from if they go to the conference? What can they learn? What can they do? Yeah,
our conference will be tomorrow from 10 to 5 at Columbia College, and it's going to have all kinds of opportunities for young people to go to everything from opportunities in breakout sessions and panels, keynote speakers. We're going to have folks like Vic Mensa, who is a Chicago rap artist. We're going to be partnered with the Inglewood Arts Collective. We are going to be working with the Obama Foundation as one of our panels. They're going to be hosting a panel about the intersection of sports and creativity. That's going to have former Chicago Bears, former basketball players from the NBA. It's going to be an incredible time.
David Johnson, thank you so much for coming in this morning and sharing a little bit about True Chicago and the conference happening tomorrow, again at Columbia College.